lot of people expected at the Not My President's Day rallies, which will be held across various parts of the country today. They're protesting President Trump, of course. Zane Tankel joins us now. He's the Apple Metro CEO and a frequent guest on this program, and a valued guest at that.
Thank you, Stuart.
I don't know what you've done for me lately, but I kind of like you.
Well, I'd like to know what's wrong with New Jersey. Start there.
Oh, sorry.
Move up in New Jersey.
You're a Fort Lauderdale kind of guy, I thought.
No, New Jersey, New Jersey.
What do you make of this endless anti-Trump bashing, beating that drum all over the place? I think it's losing some steam. What say you?
Well, look, any change, requires or creates backlash. Change is awkward. Change is scary. Change is worrisome. Same old is what's sort of comfortable. So I think it's normal. He's more changed than what we've experienced in the last number of years.
Look,
more backlash.
I think it was last week. Maybe, I think it was Thursday or Wednesday.
Thursday.
There was this.
I know what you're going to say.
You know, the immigrants don't go to work day. All immigrants. Yes. You're foreign born. Don't go to work. Close your business. Don't even go shopping. Some of the people who did that, left their jobs, have been fired. Across the country, about 100 people. Now, you're in the Applebee's business. You're in the food service business. Would you have fired people who didn't show up?
Well, frankly, I think they got fired for a different reason, and it has nothing to do with anything other than not being engaged in your job. They were what we call in this business no call, no show. They didn't say to their employer they weren't coming in. They didn't ask for permission. They just didn't show up. And that merits firing today, as well as the immigrant day. It has nothing to do with that. Having said that, so help me God, I do not know a single person that went into that works for us, and we have thousands, that marched in that protest.
Not one?
Look, not one. I don't know of one. I'm not telling you out of the thousands we haven't had one, but I don't know of a single one, number one. Number two, we have laws. We have laws of land. They come here with those laws, and you abide by them or don't come here.
Sure.
So it's like but I'm compassionate, Stuart. I need to say, for people who were born here, some of our best people were immigrants, correct?
Sure.
I'm talking to one right now, in fact.
I think what the leftists, and Ashley too.
I say, they know the rules, they know the laws.
Exactly.
Come in, and that's what it is.
Yes. When I came 40 years ago, there was no question about it. You overstayed your visa, or you came across the border illegally, you were toast. You were gone.
Nothing wrong.
Nowadays, if I criticize someone who is here illegally, I'm a racist. I'm anti-Hispanic.
No, that's the law of the land. That's what my response is. It's the law of the land. And if you don't come here intending to abide by the law of the land, you should go back, quite frankly. But let's not confuse what the immigrant day was. People that did a no-call, no-show would be termed no matter what day it was, whether it's a protest day or not.
You run, I think, 42, 43 Applebee's around in this 40-odd. The CEO of Applebee's, the overall company, just walked away, resigned, I think. What do you make of that? Well,
that's what the press said.
And what do you say?
Well, I think it takes a different skill set to operate a large company in a difficult time than it does the retreat is more difficult than the charge. And when Applebee's was the 1,000-pound gorilla, still is, by the way, and everything was going just fine and dandy, that's a skill set, and she did that quite well. Then began to hit some bumps in the road. The legacy brands, as we call them, the big names who've been around, started to hit some turbulence, let's say, and the skill set that it took to work through that is a different skill set. Having said that, she picked a initiative 2 years ago, which was new steaks, hand cut, wood fire, change grills, and it didn't work. The consumer rejected it, and when the consumer rejected it, she didn't respond quickly enough. If the consumer accepted it and went straight up, she'd be getting big bonuses, wouldn't she? So it goes the other way. Who wears it?
I don't ever want to cross you. That's a fact, Zane Tankel.
You always can, Stuart.
For about 10 seconds. Zane Tankel, everyone, is a good man. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.